This week, Battlefield 4 crashes on Angryjoe, and Tara talks about PlayStation 4, which also the PS4 got released, and already is having issues. And we have a new cosplayer of the week, our Thor Dark World movie review, and much more. I'm Joseph Michaels, along with TARABABCOCK and Angryjoe. Welcome to the Adventurous Joe Show. Let's get started. Welcome to this week's Adventurous Joe Show. I am your host, Joseph Michaels, as the big guy always says. And now, let's get things, like I said, started. First off, movie review of Thor: The Dark World. And I cannot believe some of the stuff I went through to see this movie. Whew. Unbelievable. First off, I'm going to let you know right now, it deserves an 8 out of 10. And I'm going to give you the reasons why. Let's break them down. 1. According to the storyline, Thor and Jane hadn't been together in over 2 years. 2 years? They're trying to say basically they never saw each other in over 2 years. However, Thor was in the Avengers movie, but he was not with Jane. But she's trying to say he hasn't been on Earth in over 2 years. What? That part got confusing. Secondly, Loki. My God. Even locked up, the man is too much of a practical joker still. He made it look like everything was all hunky-dory in his cell and shit. Even though he tore the place apart later on. But everybody kept seeing through his illusions. It was like, no trickery here. Then there was the action sequences. Not too much action. I mean, a little bit in between here, a big fight, till Thor takes his hammer and breaks this big stone creature in half and just... Unbelievable. So, that's another reason. Less action in this film. In the first Thor movie, it was a little more up there. Battling the frost giants and so on and so forth. This one was kind of... And Thor was kind of like a Well, I'm the god of thunder and everything else in between, but I'm missing my human girlfriend. What? What? Seriously? Even Sif, you know, come on. Sif, for God's sake. She is so madly in love with Thor, you know, but she doesn't do nothing. She doesn't make a move on him. She doesn't say things to him. She just like acts like a jealous douche. Or a bitch, whatever you want to call it. When Jane's there in Asgard. So it's like, what the fuck is wrong with this film, people? Ah. But here's the last reason, the couple other reasons I gave this movie the 8 out of 10 it deserves. Thor and Loki's mother. Now, she didn't care if Loki almost killed everybody. She still said, "You're my son. I still love you. I want to do what I can to help you." And Loki was just like, "I'm not your son," you know, brushing it off and all this other bullshit. But when she gets killed by the Dark Elves, well, it's mainly the head guy of the Dark Elves, Malakoff, I think his name was? Yeah, Malakoff. And, when she gets killed, Loki loses it. He's still trapped in his freaking cell, and he can't get nowhere or do anything, and he loses it. But when Thor comes to see him, he puts on this little illusionary trick like nothing happened down there and shit, but Thor saw right through it again. And Loki's cell was a mess. He broke his furniture. He tore up everything that was there. And he was literally sitting there in his suit, you know, just his green bodysuit kind of thing, without his other goodies on and shit, and he was crying. Loki was fucking crying. Unbelievable. Like I said, this movie just blew me away in certain parts, and then it was just like, ugh. And then Kat Denning. Oh my God, Kat Denning. Please, my God, do not put her in another movie. Especially a Marvel movie. She just would not shut up. Jesus. Ugh. Her character is the most annoying character. Seriously. Even when danger is going on and crap, she's just like, oh, hunky-dory, kind of preppy, kind of, you know, pixie kind of. I'd rather take Thor's hammer to the face more than have to listen to her anymore. Oh, my God. Ugh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyways, Thor the Dark World gets an 8 out of 10. It was great, but it could have been better. But also, if you stuck around for the ending credits, and, you know, through the entire ending credits, then you got to see what the hell happened with the ether. It's actually the red Infinity Stone. Okay? Here's what happened with it. It turns out the Tesseract is actually one of the Infinity Stones. Really? And then the ether is another Infinity Stone. Well, they go into you know, spoiler alert coming up right now. If you have not seen the film, skip this review. Just skip right over it. Whoop, right on to the next part. But if you have, and you know what I'm talking about, stick around, because here it comes. Okay, I gave you forewarning. Spoiler alert. They go to this collector to hide the red Infinity Stone. Well, it turns out the collector works for Thanos. And he's collecting the Infinity Stones for Thanos. Thanos, the Infinity Gauntlet. How much you want to bet? Movie 3 of the Avengers is going to be about Thanos. Joss Whedon, you had been forewarned, man. We want Thanos. We want to see the Avengers take on Thanos. Not Age of Ultron. Ugh. Okay. And especially Age of Ultron, where he's going to be created by Tony Stark? Oh, okay. Anyways, he says to them, once that he turns over, they get the Infinity Stone turned over to him and shit. He waits for them to leave, and he looks at his assistant and he says, 1 down, 5 to go. Now the Tesseract's one of the Infinity Stones, so it turns out that's another one, and then you still got the other. So it's like, fucking shit. What the hell? And then Avengers movie number 2 is going to be all Age of Ultron crap. Really? You should have just skipped right to the Thanos part. Especially now that the Thor-the Dark World part ties in with that. And on top of that, this week's Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ties into Thor-the Dark World. It's actually the aftermath story. Because they're sent, Coulson and his team are sent to London to freaking pick up the pieces and find a weapon that could actually kill them. Seriously? I think, in other words, they're sent there to look for that red Infinity Stone. Interesting. Nonetheless, back to my original thing. Thor, the Dark World. I love the movie. Hated Kat Denning. Just mentioning her name makes me want to puke. Or I'm getting a migraine from it. One of the two. Either way, 8 out of 10. Marvel and Disney, take note of this. Thor the Dark World did not need all this stupid crap. More action, less drama, blah 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 blah. Get my idea? Thank you. Don't agree with me? Put it down in the comments down below. That's what they're there for. Okay, let's move on to Battlefield 4 crashing on Angryjoe. Okay, like I said, Battlefield 4 crashes on Angryjoe. It actually happened twice. It actually happened twice the first time, and then 3 more times after that, so it's like 5 times in a row it crashes on him. And the last part, he frickin' loses it, and he just waltzes right out of the room, getting all pissed off, and then he tells the game creators to basically get off your hind ends, stop fucking around with the game, and then I'll let him tell you the rest. Here's Angryjoe now to tell you his angry rant on Battlefield 4 crashing. Bitch!
Yes, so.
Oh, I beat Dell, did I not? Oh, you lost! How does that feel? Angry army can overcome all odds, even the odds of Dell.
Well, can we be on a team now, or do you want me to spank you again?
We can be on the team if you want.
That's what I thought. What am I looking at?
Are you fucking serious? No. Okay. No. Fuck. Oh.
You know what I've had enough of, EA? Is your fucking bullshit. That's what I've had enough of. Battlefield 4, you done fucked it up. You done fucked up Battlefield 4. You want to know why? Oh, to increase your bottom line, right? Oh, does the game work right? No. Does Siege of Shanghai crash every 5 seconds when the building explodes? Yes. Is it fucking garbage? Does shit run like garbage? None of it is optimized? Yeah. Well, guess why that is? Because perhaps DICE asked you for some extra time. Because I know for a goddamn fact that DICE wouldn't let something this fucking buggy come out the door. Let me show you something. Do you see this on my screen right now? Do you see this shit here? Oh, this shit here? This shit is unacceptable. Okay, it happens once or twice, that's cool. But when it happens every fucking day, what day is today? I don't even know because I launched my community and it's been weeks. How long has this game been out? And this shit is still happening. This shit is still happening. How much money did we pay? Oh, you remember back when we used to pay $50 for PC games? We used to pay $50 to EA for PC games. Now we pay $60. Oh wait, no, but I didn't pay $60. I paid $70 for this. No, I didn't pay $70. I'm sorry. See, my brain is so fucking racked because I've been working my ass off for the past week on my community. Every day working hard. Then all I want to do is I want to come down. I want to fucking sit in this chair. I want to relax. I want to fucking put my gaming headset on, get some beer and beef jerky, and play some games with my army, with my friends. And can I do that? No. But I pay $70 for Digital Deluxe. What the fuck is Digital Deluxe? Oh, but you got your battle packs now, right? Oh, and then you go with Premium Edition. So Premium Edition's another $30. No, $40. So you pay $70 plus another $40. So we're talking $110 plus taxes. I paid $120 for all this bullshit that you're seeing right here. Do they take time to fix it? Do they fucking hire extra people? I guarantee you, if you increase a little bit of your workforce in something for launch, right, to support the product, yeah, you might lower your margins just a tiny bit or make just a tiny bit less money, but the experience will be so much better. Never in all of my Battlefield experience have I seen a game release in such a state. It's a fucking travesty. And what you guys are doing is you're taking advantage of the user base. You're taking advantage of our love and loyalty to DICE and a good franchise, and you're giving us a shit-ass product with fucking Digital Deluxe, Premium Edition. I pay over $120 and you can't even give me a functioning game day one. Now, I understand bugs like everybody else, yes. But a massive fucking bug like your map crashing when something that's supposed to be destructible is destroyed? Did nobody do any QA? Like, you have to, EA and all game companies out there now, there has to be a change. There has to be a new wave. I don't care if it's an independent company created just to test your game. You need a fresh set of eyes. And yes, it's gonna cost some money, but you need a fresh team set of eyes who can look at the fucking crashes or come out the game from a different perspective and test it before release. Okay, so if you set a release date for a game, wait a week or two, it's probably more than a week, wait a month for that team to test it and then fucking patch it and then fucking release it. Don't release this shit. Am I pointing in the right fucking direction? Don't release that shit. You done fucked it up and I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. I was trying to support your game, fucking doing streaming, weekly streams and shit, and this is how you repay me. This is how you repay the hard work of everybody who dumps $120 like a ridiculous amount into a game. You can't even fucking enjoy it right. You know, and I really want to share some information with you guys, but I'm a man of my word, and my word is my bond, and I was raised right, and I'm not going to fucking say things that, you know, people tried to tell me in confidence. But I'll just tell you one thing, man. This is not a new practice. It's not a new practice from EA. This is something that that happens on a regular basis, pushing things out the door, and this happened for years, and this is nothing new. And it never changes. You know, they're voted worst company in America as, oh, we're sorry, we've taken the players' feedback into account. We will do better. premium packages, battle packs, digital deluxe edition. The game's not ready. Could we use maybe another month or two? No, fuck it, push it out the door. Fuck it. Push it out the door. Well, the fucking building crashes when you explode it. Don't need it. Don't need it. The building explodes. Well, guess what? All right. Rant over. I think I've covered everything that I needed to cover. You done fucked it up, EA. You done fucked up Battlefield 4's release, and this was a long time coming. I should have put this video out several days ago, but I gave you the benefit of the doubt thinking it was my shitty ass video card. That's another thing. That's another thing. I've been working my ass off earning money for the new GTX 780. And, you earn the money, then you fucking go out to the stores, you pick up the box and you're like, oh, and you fucking go home and you open it and you're like, oh, and you fucking take the card and you install it, you spend a shitload of money on a new fucking card, and then you fucking run into this. You're like, I'm gonna buy a brand new PC. You know there are people out there that buy brand new PCs for Battlefield, and this is how you repay those people, so they probably spend thousands of dollars. Me in particular, $70, $40, and then if you buy servers, for people that you know and like and love and want to support to play on, $150 a piece. Oh, and that's another thing, EA. What a great practice you did with Battlefield 4 servers. So only 4 fucking people, or 4 or 5 people can actually host servers. You said fuck you to all these other companies, that I in particular am with a good company. But what happens if you were with a company that you really liked and the dudes by email and you're like, yeah man, your service is awesome, dude. I'm gonna buy 2 Battlefield 4 servers from you. Nope! Here comes EA. Nope! You can't fucking buy servers wherever you want. You buy servers where we tell you to buy servers. Okay, that's it. That's the fucking rant on EA. You done fucked up Battlefield 4. Fix this shit! Now!
There you go. I haven't even played Battlefield 4 yet. I was waiting until the Black Friday sale. I'm gonna go pick it up for $25. Yeah, I said $25. I like that idea. But if it's having this many issues just for a PC version, really? I mean, Angryjoe was pissed the hell off when that thing crashed on him. But what can you do? It's Battlefield 4 on a PC game. Now, when it's on Xbox 360 or other platforms, you never can tell. And speaking of platforms, the PlayStation 4 releases this week. And now, here's Tara to tell you more about the PS4's release and some of the big games coming out for it as well. Also, next week is the Xbox One rant. Oh, I bust myself every time I do this shit. Next week is Xbox One's big unveiling, and it's promising to be pretty big. Okay, now, here's Terra Talks, brought to you by Zoomin.TV Games with our very own lovely and beautiful and talented entrepreneur and video gamer uber nerd, TARABABCOCK.
This is the week that the PlayStation 4 will release in the United States. Isn't that a reason to be totally excited? This Friday, it's go time. But a lot of cool things happened last week as well. Call of Duty Ghosts was released, Blizzard organized the 7th edition of BlizzCon, and Microsoft showed off some of its apps for the Xbox One. My name is TARABABCOCK, and you're watching my show on Zoomin.TV Games. Let's get into the news. The biggest news of last week was of course the release of Call of Duty Ghosts. The day after the release, Activision sent out this shady press release about a $1 billion buy-in. This is about potential sales based on shipments to shops, which means jack shit. When Activision reported its financials on Wednesday, the chief financial officer confessed that the sales of Ghosts are behind that of Black Ops 2, probably because you guys are waiting for the next generation versions. Activision is not the only company having this problem. Ubisoft and Electronic Arts are seeing lower sales for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and Battlefield 4. Personally, I am part of the problem because I pre-ordered Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on the PS4.
BlizzCon 2013. Blizzard Entertainment's epic gaming convention is back.
Last week, Blizzard held BlizzCon for the 7th time. Like every year, the company had some nice surprises regarding new announcements. So, we all knew they were working on the Reaper of Souls expansion for Diablo 3, but what about the Legacy of the Void for StarCraft 2 and the rumored Warlords of Draenor for World of Warcraft?
Our bond is iron. Our will unbreakable. Who will stand against us?
As a huge Blizzard fangirl, and a player of the hardcore mode in Diablo 3, you guys know I'm looking forward to the Crusader and the expansion Reaper of Souls. But I'm also looking forward to the Legacy of the Void for StarCraft 2 because, of course, even though I'm not too fond of the Protoss, I am a huge StarCraft 2 player and follower of the esport. And even though I don't play World of Warcraft anymore, I am looking forward to the new expansion and all of my friends are going to start playing again. Hopefully I don't get sucked in. But what I'm looking forward to the most is Heroes of the Storm. I saw the gameplay video, I saw the teaser trailer, and I am extremely excited. If the gameplay of this is actually as good as League of Legends, RIP League of Legends and Dota 2, and RIP my real life. And did you see how hot Nova is in the trailer? Holy crap, I need to cosplay that. Sony has just reached a pretty cool milestone with their PlayStation 3. Since its release 7 years ago, they have sold over 80 million copies of the console worldwide. While it is a sweet number, it doesn't come close to the 150 million copies the Japanese company sold of its predecessor, the PlayStation 2. PS2, we still love you. I personally have mine still hooked up. And with the worldwide release of the Xbox One coming closer, Microsoft has revealed some of the cool Xbox One apps that you're going to get with the new console. Among these apps will be, of course, Xbox Video, Xbox Music, and Xbox Fitness to compensate for those long gaming sessions. And because they're all Microsoft, we'll have Skype, SkyDrive, and Internet Explorer available as well. More interesting is the third-party apps, like the one from Machinima. Don't you guys think Zoom & Games should make an app too? Oh, and you can watch Netflix if you're a movie lover, and Twitch TV so you can watch live streams of gamers, like me.
So there, hopefully you get to see a little bit of a look at the Xbox One overall experience. We're really excited for you guys to get to try it out in your home. Thanks very much.
Thanks, everybody.
And one last news fact. Sony has filed a patent for something very similar to the Oculus Rift. The Sony virtual reality glasses, though, will have a couple changes. For instance, they're going to keep the screen stable while you bob your head around. Which is good, because when I played the Oculus Rift at E3, I almost threw up. Something interesting about this is that the patent was filed by two Sony guys who used to work at Evolution Studios. Evolution Studios works on Drive Club, and Drive Club was reported to be the test game for a new wearable Sony display. Bam! There you have it. Now let's see which games and release dates have been announced this week. Sega has released some DLC for the strategy game Company of Heroes 2. The pack costs like $10 and features all new challenges and AI battles. Besides that, there's this huge content update called Turning Point, which is going to be free, and it includes a map editor, which is pretty cool for the fans. Nexon is making a sequel to the two-dimensional MMORPG MapleStory. Of course, MapleStory 2 is going to be their transition into 3D. The older game will still be playable as long as you guys keep playing it. More announcements have not been given yet. And we end the release announcements with a small delay for Peggle 2. The game will not be available at the Xbox One release on November 22nd. We'll have to wait until December. So we're going to have to wait to score that extreme fever. Guess what, guys? My first experience with Peggle was as an add-on for World of Warcraft. Now let's find out what you can find in stores this week. Let's face it, guys, this week we should only be looking forward to one thing. But let's save that for later and kind of build up to it. This Tuesday, American gamers can get XCOM Enemy Within as a standalone game for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. The PC version is an expansion, and gamers in Europe will have to wait until Friday to get their hands on this one.
All right, I let these bigwigs go once you bring me some of those cosmic bricks.
Why didn't they make me the supervisor here? That guy's got sand for brains.
LEGO Marvel Superheroes will be released on all current-gen consoles this Friday in Europe. You've been able to buy this game already in the States for about 3 weeks now, but of course on Friday you can buy the PlayStation 4 version. Also planned for this week is Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus. This will be one of the first true Ratchet & Clank games in a while, and you can get it on the PS3. And of course, as always, this Tuesday in North America and this Friday in Europe. City managers and world destroyers alike will be excited about Cities of Tomorrow, the first expansion for the new SimCity. This expansion will add realistic dangers, buildings, and technologies to the PC management game. And guess what? It's already available. But the real stuff this week is, of course, the North American release of the PlayStation 4. We're going to show you real quick a 2-minute compilation of all of the really cool releases that are coming to the PlayStation 4. And if you want more of the games, check out the full compilation on our channel.
Greatness awaits.
Every day is good day for digging.
Now let's jump into this week's Tara topic that is, of course, about PlayStation 4 releases. What you guys think and what I think. Let's go. Which PlayStation 4 release titles are your favorite? I want to hear from you all down in the comments. What are you buying as soon as the PlayStation 4 comes out, and what are you really excited about? Personally, I'm looking forward to Injustice and Need for Speed Rivals, but of course my favorite, all-time favorite, is going to be Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I skipped it for the current generation consoles, so I haven't been playing it, and I'm just really antsy to get my hands on the new generation console version. It's going to be so amazing. Edward is going to be so hot. Everything is going to be so piratey. I'm excited. But I also want to play Watch Dogs. Can we get Watch Dogs going? Well, that was a pretty quick Tara topic, so let's add a part 2. Is anyone else having troubles with Call of Duty Ghosts? I have it on PC, and it's like the most glitchy, ridiculous thing in the whole world. What platform did you guys get it on, and are you guys having problems? I have this weird menu lag, and my friends are having problems staying on even though they have perfectly spec'd computers for it. It's so weird. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you check out more Zoom In games on all of the social networks. Oh, and by the way, check out my own gaming channel down in the description. Hopefully, if they don't forget about me.
Thanks, Tara, once again for fantastic Tara talks. That girl, I swear, she does it all every time. It's like she really is a Super Saiyan. Well, she calls herself the Perma Super Saiyan, but I think she's more the Super Saiyan than Perma Super Saiyan. Again, she is the great-granddaughter of Goku. Go figure. Okay! Now let's move on to our video game review of Heavy Fire Shattered Spear. You are not going to want to like this one. Okay. Heavy Fire Shattered Spear for the Xbox 360 was the worst fucking game ever! This game is not even deserving of a score out of a 1 out of 10. It deserves a zip out of 10. The gameplay was repetitive, the shooter was stupid, the whole thing ran like a freaking arcade-style game where you gotta hold the gun just like this and like House of the Dead was and stuff. But I didn't have a problem with House of the Dead. At least the characters were running at you and shit like that. And you were able to just move after them and crap. This was duck behind a box, shoot there, duck behind a wall, shoot there. Then move on when the enemy's killed. Or right into the line of fire where the enemy is still standing. Oh my god, it was the worst game ever! And I mean the worst game ever. Repetitive gameplay. Constant freaking unbelievable shooting over and 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 over. Oh. I was lucky to just freaking get through the game. Literally. The triggering mechanism was terrible. The targeting system was terrible. Everything about this game was terrible. And here it's supposed to represent our fighting men and women in the real Marine Corps and the Army, Special Forces, blah, 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 blah. No offense to them, but this game sucked ass. It deserves the biggest epic fail ever. I mean, if Angryjoe was able to do it, he would stamp that sucker right on the wall. But since he's not able to do it, I am doing it. And I'm telling you right now, this was the worst piece of crap game ever created. It was like the whole thing was rushed right out the door without checking to make sure it's going to actually work right. Stupid, 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 stupid! Okay. I'm giving it a 1 out of 10. It don't deserve any kind of score. But I'm giving it a 1 out of 10. It was terrible. Very terrible. I sent that sucker back to Gamefly right after it was done, and I said on their site a nice little review of it, and I said this game sucks. Anyways, Heavy Fire Shattered Spear for the Xbox 360 gets a 1 out of 10. Keep that thing away from me and don't bring it back. Oh. Now then, on to my I've got some big news I want to share with you all, and that comes up right next. Okay, here's my big news. I've got 2 big announcements for the Adventurous Joe Show. 1, take a look at this. That is the design for my custom-made t-shirt. That's right. There's going to be it's a custom-made t-shirt for the Adventurous Joe Show. And it is beautifully done. I love it. I love it. The guy said he went with the picture of me in my hood like that, with the hands glowing to make it over the sign like that and everything, because it makes me look mysterious. I was like, really? That sounds interesting. I had one done for myself and one for Tara because, Angryjoe, I didn't know your shirt size. Otherwise, I'd had one done for you as well. Anyways, that's the design for it. I'm working on a collaboration with this guy. He did such a fantastic job. I can't wait to get the shirts paid for. Wearing mine, and hopefully Tara wears hers, which I think she'll wear hers. So, either way, she loves new shirts all the time, different ones. Doesn't matter. Anyways, that's one of my big announcements. Now, the one thing I had to do with this guy is he works through eBay, okay? He designs custom-made t-shirts on eBay and puts them through there. I had to work around with him outside eBay to get this to work and everything, and told him what I had in mind, what I want to do with it, and everything else in between. Well, it turns out that for this kind of custom-made job to get done cost around $75. It probably would have cost less if it was just my shirt being done, but I did one for Tara as well, and it had to be in a women's size and so on and so forth. So, I had that one done as well, and that's why it costed me around $75. So as soon as I get the guy paid off the rest of his money, because I get them a small down payment on it and stuff, then we'll both have our shirts. When we do, I'm going to be wearing mine. So from now on, you'll always see the Adventurous Joe Show on this body. Awesome. I'd get it I'd get the TAJS tattooed here, and I would get the AJSA tattooed here. The people would know. Bam! Okay, but that was my one announcement. Announcement number 2 is that I am going to be doing a separate video from the Adventurous Joe Show. It's still the Adventurous Joe Show property, but it's going to be my own little thing for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans out there. I'm going to be holding a contest. Trivia contest, by the way. I will give you 5 random questions. 5 trivia questions based on Ninja Turtles lore. It could be anything from the 1980s series. It could be anything from the comic books of now or the comic books of way back then. It could be anything. And it's all going to be about Ninja Turtles. Get all 5 questions right. And boom, you will win a fantastic prize. And I mean a fantastic prize. We have autographed comics. We have action figure giveaways, so on and so forth. I mean, there's all sorts of awesome prizes you're going to be getting if you get all 5 questions correct. Now, I've tried to do contests like this in the past and stuff, in my past shows, back in season 1 of my show, and, excuse me, our show, because Tara and Angryjoe are a big part of this, so, don't mind me. When I get ranting, when I get going, just, things forget. Okay. Anyways, I tried to do stuff like this back in the past, back in season 1 of our show, and nobody ever replied to it. I did some very cool contests too, and nobody ever frickin' replied to it. Damn shame. Well, anyways, once I do this video, give you the 5 trivia questions, and then I will come back to this episode of the Adventurous Joe Show, and I will post the link down below. I will do it on every episode of the Adventurous Joe Show and post the link down below. Then, you just click on the link, go over to it, answer the 5 trivia questions in the comments down below, and the person who gets them correct will win an excellent, fantastic prize from the Adventurous Joe Show. Okay, that's my 2 announcements. Now, let's move on. Okay. At the end of every episode of the Adventurous Joe Show, usually at the end of every episode, we have a Cosplayer of the Week. Okay. This week is the lovely Asian beauty known as Vampy Bit Me. Seriously? Seriously. I'm serious. Her name is Vampy Bit Me. I guess that's her cosplay name, or she's a hidden vampire without anybody knowing it. That's happened. It's happened. Just ask Blade. Blade's been there. Blade and the Nightwalkers. Is it the Nightwalkers or the Night Stalkers? I think it was the Night Stalkers. Either way. Okay, on now with our Cosplayer of the Week, Miss Vampy Bit Me. Enjoy!
I don't love how you love, but please don't leave me here alone. I don't feel how you feel. Well, it's my fault, I'm bones. I don't die how you die. I can't just waste away. You keep changing your life every day. If it burns, I'll keep you in the same dream. If you fall, I'll remember the same game.
there you have it, our cosplayer of the week. Now usually like I said, every week on the Adventurous Joe Show, we try to have a new cosplayer of the week. There's some weeks we won't have a cosplayer of the week. We'll just do something big and random for all the cosplayers and so on and so forth. If we can't decide on a cosplayer of the week or nobody got around to deciding on one. Anyways, that's it for our show for this week. I have been your host, Joseph Michaels, along with TARABABCOCK, Angryjoe, and Zoomin.TV Games. Awesome, Aussie! Aussie! Yeah, okay, down, boy. Okay, anyways. We'll see you all next time. It's been a great doing all this with you and so on and so forth. And now it's time to get working on next week's show. There is no end to it all. No, I'm afraid not. Sorry. The price you pay for being a host of a TV show. It's on YouTube. Until next time, I have been your host, Joseph Michaels, once again. Peace out. And of course, do it. See ya.